Uh, all right, man. Peace. Modern Gospel back again on another video. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you very much. Yeah, on this topic, I just wanted to bring you guys a quick message. You already know what it is. You know, Texas is finally cracking down on these bum ass whores out here who just all about getting abortion and killing the baby and not held accountable. You know what I'm saying? And normally it's in situation of whoredom too. You know, like I don't really like to speak that much on abortion at all, but it's just certain women who are taking advantage of it and are abusing it. And like I said, they're not held accountable. So for some reason, Texas dropped a little bombshell, and TMZ gonna talk about it, and we're gonna, charm in. I just want you guys to hear about it, and yeah, we can chat about it.
Today could mark the beginning of the end of Roe versus Wade. The Supreme Court could have blocked a Texas law that took effect at midnight, a law that says any woman or abortion clinic that facilitates an abortion after the woman is 6 weeks pregnant, they can be sued. And not just sued by anybody in Texas, sued by anybody in the United States for $10,000 plus attorney's fees. And we're not just talking about suing the abortion clinic or the woman. We're talking about anybody who facilitates the abortion, an Uber driver who takes the woman to the clinic, a rape counselor who counsels the woman.
It's a staggering law, Harvey. I mean, this law doesn't have exceptions for rape or.
Now, basically, what they just say is, regardless of kindness, when it comes to this type of situation, everybody is held accountable based on you aiding and abetting this whore. It could be anybody who is held, who is aiding and abetting this whore, deal with her issue instead of being held accountable for it, can all be sued. That means anti-abortion people about to probably have a field day with this shit. But yeah, so this is a warning for a lot of you whores out there. It's about time you close your legs, because a lot of you guys are purposely getting pregnant for a malicious reason, or just being stupid and not thinking about the consequences of your action and living in the moment. You know? So now, based on your situation, now anybody who's giving these whores advice to get an abortion, you could be sued. Because a lot of these women give each other bad advices. They're like, who cares, girl? You could just either put them in child support or you could just get an abortion. Who cares? Enjoy your life. So if you're a woman or a man giving these women advices to abort the child, you could get sued. That goes to show, use a condom, use a plan B, and be careful.
Incest. So you're exactly right. If a woman is raped and a heartbeat is detectable after 6 weeks, that abortion is now banned in Texas.
You can't do it. And you got to understand the significance of this, that this effectively upends Roe versus Wade in Texas. So the Supreme Court.
Oh, also too, this is just going to bring about a lot of black market abortion, which is going to result in a lot of death, unexplainable death. You know what I'm saying? Situation, once you start banning something, there's always going to be an avenue for something else that's illegal. So if abortion is being banned and people could get sued for it, they're going to bring a lot of, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, drugs. Drugs are banned. It's illegal. Guess what? There is far more illegal drugs than there is legal drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, BBL, Brazilian butt lift, is banned in a lot of states. But guess what? These whores go to other countries to get illegal injection. And what end up happening is some of them are not able to walk. Some of them get sick. They die, can barely sit. And you seeing a bunch of bitches out here who are Instagram model who literally all their goddamn surgery is illegal. All the surgery is illegal, but they're flaunting it all on the internet, acting like it's natural ass, and we all know it's not. So if think about it, if abortion is being banned like that in Texas, they're gonna literally flood the market with illegal abortion, with or without a doubt. I guarantee you that. You know, because people are gonna start literally making their own abortion pills, mixing that shit up. Because I can tell you right now, it's not really that hard to if you think about it, you can take a I don't want to try. You can take a couple of Plan B because think about it. Plan B is basically a heightened dose of birth control, just in one pill. Now, if you're smart, you can probably take Plan B and kind of flip it around a little bit. But hey, I'm not trying to give no advice out here. You know, if you're smart about it, if you're you got a little chemist background and all that shit. But like I said, this is just gonna flood the market with a bunch of illegal abortion. And I'm telling you, if the Supreme Court could have stopped this shit and end up going through via Texas, it's gonna start moving inward to other states. Because if other states start picking up on the idea, it's gonna be like, you know, like a global pandemic in America. And that's what these women are not understanding. If you think about it, this is COVID started in China and it just started pushing her to the point where America now is like the highest carrier of COVID, which doesn't make sense because it's going to be the same thing with Texas. If Texas is kind of pushing up shit like that, if all the other countries pick up on it, you bitches are dumb. Because you guys have been irresponsible with your wombs and your cooch for decades. And nobody could say shit about it. Y'all had a whole moment behind it. All you had to do is just get a Plan B, use birth control, or fucking tell the dude who you're fucking to wear condoms. But most of you women prefer raw. That's why I say pregnancy, I say, is mostly on a woman than it is on a man. Because it's your body, your choice. Y'all been professing this shit for years and years. And y'all have gotten what y'all want. But y'all don't want to be held accountable or responsible. Let's continue.
Could have blocked this because if any law seems counter to Roe versus Wade, it would seem to be this. The Supreme Court was radio silent. That means something.
It means a lot, Harvey. The composition of the Supreme Court now is 6 conservative justices and only 3 liberal justices. The point of the swing vote is now Justice Roberts, who's a very conservative justice. But and that means that they are not that interested.
Well, no. But Roberts has indicated he might not want to overturn Roe. He said, look, I want to respect precedent. Still, that would mean there are 5 justices, and that's all it takes to overturn Roe. And there is a case coming up in the next term, a Mississippi law, which squarely puts Roe versus Wade on the chopping block. And it is a challenge to Roe directly. The Supreme Court is going to decide whether it wants to overturn Roe. And by all measures, it seems like they have 5 votes. We didn't know, but the fact that they were completely silent on this just speaks volumes.
It speaks volumes, and the real world impact of this in Texas is 85 to 90% of abortions in Texas happen at the 6-week or later mark.
The thing about this too, you goddamn bummy whores, y'all better get ready. Y'all don't know what the fuck is gonna come at y'all. Like I said, you guys have been careless and irresponsible, and men hasn't said shit about it. Because we live in a cancer culture. You know? Nobody hasn't saying shit about it. The women who be screaming, mind, body, mind, choice, I can get an abortion anytime I want, are the biggest whores on the planet. When you see the movement, it's a bunch of goddamn dirty, stinking bitches with literally tape over their titties, with color hair, running around batshit crazy, and don't even got a man. but they just following the trends. Now I'm telling y'all, if y'all are not being careful starting now, y'all gonna be backed against the wall to the point where you're gonna have no choice but to suffer with that pregnancy. If you don't got a good man who's backing you up, you're gonna struggle and you're gonna suffer with that pregnancy, because these dumbass dudes who look like rappers and having tattoos all up on their face, all these thugs and gangsters, drug dealers, you guys are gonna be stuck with those dudes who don't know shit. You're gonna be sitting there on the steps like Amber Rose and her bummy ass boyfriend, who right now has cheated on her so many times. I just can't what? I'm pretty sure you guys heard the story. You know, she was a bumming dude who still cheating on her. Y'all are gonna be y'all gonna end up being stuck with dudes like that if y'all don't start getting your shit together. Because if it's gonna start with Texas, which is one of the biggest states in America, that shit is gonna work its way up to other states. God forbid if it reached California, which is one of the most liberal states in the country. You're definitely fucked, because all California has is a bunch of hoes. That's where all hoes go to prosper, California. So y'all better take this warning very serious. I really want to see y'all suffer, but you know I don't want to see kids suffer through this, because you're careless as fuck. Because some women have baby out of spite, despite the fact that she knows the dude is not a good father or isn't gonna be in the baby's life, but they still go ahead and have a baby. Either A, to make that father life a living hell because he doesn't want her anymore by putting him on child support, or just something else. But these bitches has been wicked and evil for damn near centuries, and they've been getting away with it, and men couldn't say shit about it. And once this shit becomes globalized, it's gonna be all on y'all. Because y'all pick these dudes.
Most women don't know they're pregnant within the 6-week period.
Right, and the way that Roe worked was it was about viability of the fetus. It was 22 to 24 weeks. That's a massive period of time in which women were having legal abortions. Now in Texas, if you get sued under this law and you lose, they can shut down your clinic.
They shut down the clinic.
They shut the clinic down.
And so clinics aren't going to be doing business in Texas, which means that women...
Think about it. If everybody is held accountable. Because, abortion clinic, they for some odd reason, they love having women coming in there getting abortion. They be happy as hell. I don't know why. And I'm telling you this. A lot more, because when you start hitting these companies' pockets, that's when shit change. Once you start digging into people's profession that they have worked hard all their lives and their livelihood, shit change. And you guys have been taking advantage of the fact that this hasn't been hitting the clinic pocket, and the taxpayer, pretty much been hitting the taxpayer money pocket. But all these companies, all these clinics, all these hospitals that been advocating for this shit, they're gonna pull back, and y'all gonna be fucking stuck. And y'all know all these anti-abortion people that be holding signs up, they can't wait to shut these fucking clinic down. They can't fucking wait. Because if anybody can sue anybody that is affiliated with that abortion, and it's free money too, oh man, you're definitely fucked. Because like I said, anybody can obtain free money just by suing that clinic under the Texas law. Free money.
Women are probably going to have to travel somewhere else if they can to get an abortion. But, there is something, and we don't want to get too much in the weeds here, but there's something about the Texas law that's curious, although it's pretty clear what they were doing. They didn't want the state to enforce this because then it does put Roe directly on the chopping block, and they didn't necessarily want to do it at this point. So what they did was they took the state out of it. So the state is out of this. And now everybody, we call this private attorney generals. They basically made everybody in the United States a private attorney general to enforce this Texas law. So somebody in California who doesn't like some woman who got an abortion, they could sue that woman in Texas. And what the upshot of this is, they are
Do y'all hear that? Y'all heard that, right? Because anybody around the state who feels a certain way about somebody, that's your ass. So all y'all be on Instagram flexing your goddamn belly, taking pictures of your pregnancy and all this shit, bragging about the fact that you're pregnant. Anybody can come for your ass if you even think about abortion. And anybody who is counseling you to go and get an abortion, that person can get sued too. And the fact that a lot of you women been lying about shit, think about it. A motherfucker can just come out of nowhere and lie, say, I heard this bitch try to counsel this bitch to get abortion. Well, I heard this person was thinking about telling this person to get an abortion. Yo, open this Pandora box. So the lies are about to begin. Thank you, horse. Lying whores, extorting hoes, Christian whores. Yeah. All these pro-abortion people are rubbing their hands right now. But yeah, anybody can sue, huh? Anybody. So if I was there, I would be hiding my shit right now. If you're pregnant, you better keep that shit quiet as hell.
Literally in Texas, putting a bounty on the heads of any woman who dares to try and get an abortion after the 6-week mark. And they've incentivized people to sue that woman and any other woman in that situation by giving them $10,000 in attorney's fees.
You're exactly right. This is a way of effectively overturning Roe without having to write an opinion that says we hereby overturn Roe. The Mississippi case that you pointed to is a much more direct challenge. The justices will have to sit down and write an opinion and say Roe has been overturned. In this case, Roe just goes away. It's chopped out at the knees.
It goes away.
With silence.
It goes away, and it becomes irrelevant in Texas right now. And then the next shoe to drop is Mississippi, and it doesn't look good for Roe versus Wade. Today.
Yeah, y'all heard that? So if I was y'all better start using protection. Because now this shit is going to be put on you women, and y'all going to be held accountable for busting your legs open and having sex with dude who you're damn sure know is not going to be a proper father in that child's life, and then want to turn around and decide to get an abortion because you want to be careless and stupid. So if you going to get it, like I'm telling you, y'all better start spending that $50 to get a plan B. Start carrying condoms. Women, y'all better start carrying condoms. Y'all better start like literally carrying plan B, female, whatever it is. Cause if these men ain't carrying shit, if that man come back and be like, hey, you get pregnant and he's like, I don't want to be a father, and you want to decide to get an abortion, shit, it is what it is. Or if you decide you're going to put this dude in child support and he just come around and just blame your ass and talk about she was thinking about getting an abortion, Boom. It depends on how you spin the lie. So it is what it is. You know, they're cracking down on your horse. So yeah. Anyways, like, share, subscribe, you know. Salute to Texas. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all gonna be mad, but it is what it is, you know. Strap up. Peace.